you are putting your energy into the wrong things. You are putting more energy into creating excuses and staying into your victim mentality rather than actually creating the lifestyle that you truly want. And I'm only speaking of experience because I was the type of person who just cried to the wolf every single night because I couldn't get my life together and everything around me was against me and the whole world just didn't want me to win. And I stayed like that for a very, very long time. And this is a place where you stay in to self-destruct. It's a self-destruction life that you put yourself in when you allow yourself to act like a victim. And yes, I'm not saying that your circumstances, you're not allowed to validate your feelings and it's not okay to not feel bad. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that need to understand that just because we were dealt with a bad hand does not define the rest of our life, does not define that the story ends right there. That is usually when the story begins, right? With any hero's story, there's always the downfall, and then you rise right above it. You rise up and you become the hero of your own story, right? No one's coming here to save you, and that is the moral of the story, unfortunately. No one's here to come save you, and you need to go out and save yourself. So once we become to understand that is when we can actually make magic happen, is when we're actually able to make the life that we truly want and make the world a better place for ourselves. Because when you allow yourself to just give in to all of these excuses, you're not going to get anywhere. And so I ask you this: do you want to be right or do you want to win? Because if I tell you, if your goal is to lose weight, for example, and I love using this example because everybody wants to lose weight. If you want to lose weight and your excuses are, oh, well, the gym is very far away, or I just don't have time after work, or whatever the case, do you want to be right? And be right, I mean be right with your excuses. Like, you're right, yeah, you don't have time after work. You're right, yeah, it's too far away for you to drive. You're right, yeah, like there's no way for you to actually lose weight because how are you going to lose it? You're nowhere near the gym. You're working too hard. You have no energy afterwards. Yeah, you're right. And you can be right. And you can stay in the same place, in the same body, and just live and mope for the rest of your life. Or you can choose to win. You can choose to get your butt off, get changed, and drive to the gym and work out and lose weight. Because why? A lot of people have done it. A lot of people have won. People go to the gym, they win with kids, they win with homelessness, they win with diseases. You can either choose to be right with your situation and understand that, like, yes, the bad hands that you have been dealt with, you cannot rise above it. There's no way to do it, and you're just going to be stuck there forever. Or you can choose to win. You can choose to do the opposite of being a victim and instead use it as a force to rise above it all. So in this video, I am going to teach you guys how to stop making excuses, how to stay on track to achieving your goals, and how to finally commit and achieve it. So stay tuned for all of that. But if you guys don't know who I am, my name is Geraldine, and I make videos all about goal setting and productivity. So if that's the type of content you love to consume, then don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Also click the notification bell so you do know when I do upload, and follow me on all my social media. I'm at Geraldine Silva. Okay, let's start with the first tip. So how to stop making excuses. We already talked about this. Stop living in this victim mindset. So something that I heard that I think is the perfect topic, the perfect phrase to yourself, and something that I'm just truly being inspired by is this phrase: turn lead into gold. So what does this mean? It's the same meaning as having lemons, turn it into lemonade. When you are dealing with a bad situation, instead of just dwelling on that bad situation, you turn that bad situation into a place where you can thrive, a place where you can find greatness out of it. For example, let's say you get laid off of your job, right? Instead of looking for a replacement job, instead of just washing your time away by crying and pleading to the world, like, please, like, help me find something, or crying to the world and cursing at it because you got fired. Instead, you're turning this lead, which was you getting fired, into gold by finally creating the business that you've always wanted to create and learning how to market it. And let's say you're marketing and then someone shares your Instagram page or your TikTok page or your YouTube page, and then you start getting 1 million customers and then you start making money off of it. That is turning lead into gold. And we hear this a lot. A lot of people who are big names like Steve Jobs, or I don't know, the CEO of Microsoft, I forgot what his name is. Like, I'm sure they've had a story where they were put into a lead situation and they turned it into gold and became billionaires. It's something that we can take as inspiration for ourselves. How to stop making excuses. You need to learn how to take lead into gold. Yes, you are dealt with a bad hand. Yes, you are in a situation that may or may not be useful for yourself, but how can you turn it into gold? How can you turn this bad situation into something valuable that we can learn from and grow from? And this is how you stop making excuses, because you need to put your mindset into that winner's mentality of, I am going to win, I am going to achieve my goals, and I'm going to stop making excuses. So one thing that really came about when it came to me stopping my victim mentality is that I just got tired of living the life that I was. It was simple as that. Simple as that. I just got tired of living the life that I did. I got tired of going to work, coming home, and doing nothing. I got tired of having no energy after work. I got tired of watching everybody online become influencers and live the life that I've always truly wanted to have. I got tired of going through job to job and figuring out that nobody really truly cares about you and doesn't care about your life and doesn't care about the fact that you have personal things going outside of your job and that you're only there to serve others. I got tired of all of that. And for me, I realized what I truly found passionate in was creating these videos, creating YouTube, creating with my hands, creating resources and helping others out there with things that I am passionate about. It wasn't what everyone else wanted me to do. It was something that I was passionate about, because I am truly passionate about helping others. That's why I create these videos. But it wasn't on someone else's time. It wasn't on someone else's terms. It wasn't on someone else's ideas. These are mine. And I enjoy this so much that I got tired of just living the life that I was before, that I'm like, I need to win. I need to stop being right about my situation and thinking like, oh, I'm just here forever because I didn't do X, Y, or Z, or because the universe never put the thought into my head that I should start filming videos 10 years ago, and being consistent and being committed. Like, I need to stop dwelling on the past and start looking towards the future and realizing that, you know what? I have an opportunity right now to change my life for the next 10 years. And that is where I started to become a winner's mentality. That's when I started to change my excuses. Is when you realize that you are done with your life. You are done crying on your pillow. You are done crying to your mom. You are done crying to the universe. You are done. And that is when you dust yourself off and you rise up and you're like, I am going to go after my dreams. I am going to go after my goals. I am going to go after the life that I have always wanted for myself, and I'm going to get it no matter what it takes. And that, my friend, is how you turn lead into gold. Next thing, how to stay on track, right? Once you have decided that this victim mentality, this situation is not going to define you as a person, it's not going to be your end all be all, this is not where the story ends, it's when the story begins. When you have realized that, how do you stay on track to accomplishing your goals? Because we can stop making excuses, but that doesn't mean that we're going to be part of the commitment, right? This is where a lot of people fall short. In my last video, if you watched it, I talked a little bit about commitment and how you can achieve that skill and what people were struggling with. So if you haven't watched it, I will link it in the cards for you guys. But how to finally stay on track when it comes to achieving your goal. You breathe, think, and live your dreams. What does this mean? Your dreams are plastered everywhere. Everywhere. And I mean on your phone, on the walls, in your head. You are drinking, pleading, thinking, bathing, whatever. All you're consuming is your dream, because that's all we truly have. So I watch videos every single day, inspiring videos, and I'm not wasting my time on watching things that are not going to help me grow as a person. And that's just me personally. I don't like wasting my time on, yes, there's times where I just want to be entertained, and that's why I scroll on TikTok, but 99% of the time I am watching videos that grow my mind and grow my mindset and change my perspective on things. So when I tell you I am living, breathing, and thinking about my dreams, I truly am, because all I'm watching is videos that are going to help me grow. And if you see my YouTube page, that is what it all is me breathing, thinking, and living my dream. That is what you're going to do for yourself. You're going to consume all that you can about your dreams. All you're going to do is think about your dreams. For example, if all you want is a home, then that is all you're going to live, breathe, and think about is your home. What is your home going to look like? Where do you want to live? How are you going to get there? What steps do you need to take in order to achieve your home? What kind of job do you need in order to have the home of your dream? Who do you have to meet? What networks, what connections could you have? What businesses could you have so that you can make a lot of money so that you can achieve that dream of having a home? That is living, breathing, dreaming, and thinking about your goal. For me, I truly want to become a full-time content creator. So all I'm doing is living, breathing, and dreaming about that. How am I going to achieve my goal of becoming monetized? How I'm going to dream about creating a business that really is thriving and helping people achieve their own dreams, achieving their own goals. How do I show them as an example of myself? How do I prove to people my strategies actually work? How do I prove this? And this is something that I think about on a daily basis. There's not a day that goes by where I'm not learning, where I'm not experiencing, where I'm not doing, where I'm not challenging myself, because that is all I do. This is how you stay on track. You think about it every single day. Not a day goes by where you're not checking your weight if you're trying to lose weight. There is not a day that goes by where you're not checking your bank account because you're trying to pay off debt. Not a day goes by where you're not trying to figure out how to start a business because all you want is to have the freedom of money and the freedom of your time. Not a day goes by, and that is how you stay on track. That is how I stay on track. Things are going to happen, bad stuff are going to happen, but you also have to keep that in mind. How am I going to turn lead into gold? Things have happened to me this past month. This has been the worst month of my life, but I'm still here and I'm still trying and I'm still breathing, and that means I am not giving up. So how do you stay on track? You do it every day. You think about it every day. You breathe about it every day. You look at it every day. You're consuming it every single day. Watch videos, research, figure out a strategy, and take action. Not a day goes by where you're not taking action. This is where people fall short. So before I get to the last piece of this video, which is how to finally commit to your goals, I do want to say, if you are looking to keep yourself accountable to your goals, please join my Facebook group called the Committed Collective. It's free for anybody to join. It's a collective of people who are going after the dreams just like you. So if you want to go join over there, it's linked down below. Again, it's free for anybody. It's an accountability group, so we are sharing our struggles, sharing our journeys, and just inspiring each other to win at our goals. Please join my emailing list. It's also down below on my website, geraldesilva.com, where you will receive a free goal setting mind map where you are going to write down your goals and write down your action plan on how you're going to tackle this next few months for 2025. For the ending of 2024, how are you going to tackle these last few months? If you join my emailing list, I will be emailing you once a week. So I'm not spamming you, but I will be emailing you once a week just with more tips and more motivation and more inspiration on how you can achieve your goals and keeping you accountable. So that will all be linked down below. So let's get to the last portion of this video. How to finally commit to your goals. Okay. So there's a couple strategies as to how I commit to my goals and how I stay committed on a daily basis. So number one, I spend time watching videos about my goals. So if I want to become a full-time content creator, and I want to have it and I want to grow a business, then all I'm watching is videos about business, marketing, and content creation. Those are the videos that I'm watching on a daily basis. And this just keeps me more and more in the game, because again, I'm consuming these videos on a daily basis. When I'm on my drives to my clients' homes, I'm watching videos. Instead of listening to music, I'm watching videos. I'm learning, I'm listening, I'm thinking about it. This is how I stay committed. Another thing that I do to stay committed towards my goals is I talk to people about my goals. And even if you can't talk to anybody, you write it in a journal. I talk about my goals to myself every single day. Not a day goes by, again, not a day goes by where I'm not thinking about it, where I'm not talking about it, where I'm not wishing and hoping and praying and working on my videos. Not a day goes by where I'm not doing something that is getting me closer to achieving that goal. Every single day, I'm talking to somebody about it. And if you don't have anyone to talk about it, then that's why we have the collective. Again, free for anybody to join down below. But I talk about it. Talk about it to whoever. Talk about it to your mom, to your dog, to your plant, to whoever is willing to listen, and to whoever is willing to encourage you. And if you can't find the encouragement, then find a journal and start writing it down. And write it every single day. Write, this is my dream, this is how I'm going to achieve it, this is my journey, and just write it out, because that's what I do. I do it every single day. The next thing that I do to keep myself committed, and this one's a big one, I create desperation within myself. I create desperation by watching someone else win, by watching someone else who is younger than me, who's prettier than me, somebody else who probably started maybe 2 weeks ago and it's already created their business. I create desperation within myself because that just motivates me more to want to keep going. Because the worst thing I can do for myself is like, oh, I'm gonna put it off, I'm gonna put it off, I'm gonna put it off, and days go by where I'm not putting the effort into creating videos, into creating a life for myself, and then I've wasted all that time instead of putting an effort to try to create the life that I want. So I make the conscious effort of, I am going to achieve my goal by creating desperation within myself, by watching someone else win, because that just doesn't mean that it's my jealousy towards that person. It just means that it's possible. Because if it's possible for that person to achieve what I want, that means it's possible for me. It's just figuring out how I can obtain that. It's figuring out the strategy on how can I achieve that. What are they doing that I'm not? And how can I apply it to my channel? How can I apply it to my life? How can I apply it to my audience? So I'm watching someone else win means that I have the opportunity to learn off of that person to win for myself. And so I create desperation. If you cannot find the commitment within yourself, find the desperation. This is perfect for people who are impatient. I'm an impatient person. I want things like this, super fast. And that's only because TikTok has kind of let us, or I guess online has led us to just create that desperation for instant like gratification. And when you're achieving your goals, you don't get that at all. There's no instant gratification. It is rough and tough and hard. That's why so many people quit before they even win, because it's hard to wait until you see progress. Wait till you see some sort of like something out of this. It's not instant gratification whatsoever. And if it is, it's extremely slow process, but that doesn't mean it's not working. So when I feel like I want to procrastinate, I find somebody who's winning, and it creates this like need to have it as well. And so I create desperation with myself, and then I'm like, okay, I need to get to work. I need to film a video. I need to script out a video. I need to upload. I need to do this. I need to do that. It creates desperation with myself, which means I am committing to my goals. I am committing to creating and uploading and finding out how I can have my dreams and how I can have my full-time content creation business. So create desperation for yourself if you are pretty impatient. But the last thing, And this again is how I stay committed to myself. I check my progress on a daily basis. So especially for YouTube, you have this thing called a YouTube Studio where you're able to check your analytics, you're able to check how many subscribers you have, what your watch hours are. And so I check this on a daily basis. It's kind of the same thing as checking your bank account every single day and seeing how much money you have. I do the same thing. I check my YouTube Studio on a daily basis where I'm checking my progress towards my watch hours, because that's the only thing I'm missing. I need 3,000 watch hours to become monetized, and I'm at 1,500. So I'm halfway there. And you need 500 subscribers, which I do have 500 subscribers, but that doesn't mean like I want to stay there. I want to get to 1K. That's my goal. 1K subscribers. I know I'm like, dang, it's going good. And then from there, 5,000, and then from there, 10,000. So I have a long journey, but I check on it on a daily basis. So that is all that I have for you guys today. So I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Also click the notification bell so you do know when I do upload, and follow me on all my social media. I'm at Geraldine Silva. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye.